Hi, this is Superintendent of Schools Bill Olson with another school system update. Recently, Assistant Superintendent Dr. Kerry Cleary and I presented to the Westford School Committee a plan for making up 3 of the 9 lost school days in this current school year. This year has really been an anomaly. We lost 2 days of school in October due to power outages associated with a tropical storm. We lost 3 days in January, and then 4 days in March, late in the winter. So a total of 9 days, and that compares to an average over the last 10 years of 4.2 days of missed school. So we wanted to come up with a plan to try to end the school year a little bit earlier than June 27th, which is the date that the 9 no-school days have forced upon us. The days in late June, in particular, are very unproductive. Students and staff are beginning to pack up materials and supplies, get classrooms ready for the summer cleaning period. And so the last week and a half are focused on ending the school year and not as much on productive academic activities, when they're conducted, that is, in late June. So we have presented a distance learning plan that was really pioneered originally by the North Middlesex Regional School District and by Superintendent Joan Landers. Joan, incidentally, is a Westford resident. And I want to congratulate her for such a very thoughtful plan that we have taken and we have adapted to the Westford Public Schools. We've made some changes to it to fit our particular academic needs. And we're moving forward with it such that on April 13th, on May 4th, and on June 1st, assignments will be given to students, and mostly online, that the students will have 2 weeks to accomplish. Now, if they need assistance, staff will be available either online or after work hours to assist them, perhaps after school hours also to assist students in whatever work they are undertaking. The lessons have been developed by the classroom teachers, and those teachers have been working with the reading and math specialists, also with the special education staff for those children in our school system who have disabilities and need some additional work and attention and time, and we're very sensitive to that. We are looking forward to communicating, having the staff communicate carefully with the students to make sure the students thoroughly understand what is expected of them. With each of the 3 assignments, the students will have 2 weeks to complete the assignments. Now, this particular plan is called an alternative structured learning time. And this is approved, this does not require separate approval from the Department of Education, as long as it involves substantive work and focused work by students. There's another alternative that some school systems are now considering because of a recent memo from the Acting Commissioner, Jeff Wolfson, from the Department of Elementary and Secondary Education. Because of the extraordinary number of days lost in the school year, particularly in the Merrimack Valley, as a result of the heavy wet snowstorm that we had a few weeks back that brought down power lines and caused school to be canceled in many districts for 2 and sometimes 3 days. The Department of Education is now allowing school systems to add minutes onto each remaining day of the school year to make up time in the academic schedule. In the state of Massachusetts, there are 2 requirements that we have to meet. School systems have to have students in session for 180 days, but also we are required to meet 900 instructional hours at the elementary level and 990 hours at the middle and high school levels. The Department of Education now, in lieu of the 180-day requirement, is allowing students to add some minutes to the end of the school day to essentially make up the equivalent of a 6 or 6.5 hour day over a period of time with each incremental amount of time added to the school day. So, for example, some school systems have chosen to add 30 minutes to the school day of each remaining day of the school year for this year. We've chosen not to do that, and it's not that it is, not right for other communities. It's just we don't feel it's in the best interest of our students to pursue that. My feeling is that by adding 30 minutes to each school day, the time that students and staff are able to focus on all of the different content areas is quite minimal. For example, if a student has 6 different courses over the entire day, adding 30 minutes means that really only 5 additional minutes could be allocated, or some derivative of that based on the weighting of focus on academic content. 5 to 10 minutes per day is added, and I'm not sure that is as beneficial, and just expressing my own personal views, not sure that that's as beneficial as the focused lessons that we are providing to students that basically recapture 3 full days of school. So there are a lot of different ideas that will continue to be advanced. I know the Department of Education is now indicating that there may be a committee to establish to study the issue of snow days and different alternatives. You may not be aware that school systems have to build a 185-day school calendar. 180 days that are required for students to be in attendance, and 5 buffer days for no school cancellations. So that's a requirement of the law. So what we are looking at is the recapturing of the days beyond those 5 statutory days. So I'm interested in your feedback. After this is completed, the last assignment will be in June. And when it's completed, I'm interested in hearing from you via your phone calls or visits at one of my superintendent's forums that I have once a month. Let me know what you think, because we can always improve, and we're always looking to improve. This is Bill Olson. Hope to see you next time, and thank you for joining me.